From earliest times, after a battle was fought and troops retired for the day, the surgeon went out on the field to care for the wounded who remained. In 1792, the flying ambulance concept introduced a major change in battlefield medicine. In the midst of battle, after a soldier was wounded, he was rapidly transported rearward to the hospital, where the surgeon could administer treatment. Regrettably, many wounded did not arrive within the critical first hour after their injury, known as the golden hour. They never lived to receive the benefit of sophisticated medical care. Until now. 200 years later, the surgeon returns to the front lines to regain that precious golden hour.
Control check.
Medic check.
Medvest check.
Mass check.
Command check.
You okay, Mark? Help's on the way.
Colonel, Bravo Company has a soldier down in grid 2-3.
Hey, Mark, it's Doc. Tell me where you're hit. Nash, this is Tango 3. Got one down. He's hit in the belly. Do you copy the vitals from the PSM? Over.
Roger. We copy PSM vital signs. Over.
I'll evac him to the Medfast. Over.
Roger. Workstation will be ready. Out.
Medfast, MASH workstation's online. Let's go to work.
Ready, MASH. 3D video is transmitting. Manipulators are prepped and synchronized.
Medfast, ASAP. Let's move!
Chest and belly are prepped and draped.
Scalpel of the robot.
I'll bovey those bleeders.
Belly's open. Now retract.
Hold it right there. Good.
Good job.
That feels right.
Hold there. Looks good. On to the next one.
Roger, Bravo. Command out. Surgery's in progress and medevac's en route.
Better tell personnel to notify the family so they're aware of the situation.
Yes, sir.
The landscape of battlefield medicine is changing through the benefits of advanced technology. Through the use of a personnel status monitor and telemetry, the medic can monitor vital signs and locate an injured soldier. And with the Medfast vehicle, remote telepresence surgery can be performed immediately at the front line by the surgeon back at the MASH. All the while, teleconsultation can be received from the rear echelons or the United States. And the command knows the status of the soldier and the battlefield. This is the vision of telemedicine for combat casualty care.
The big picture is, for the first time in over 2 centuries, we have a major paradigm shift in medicine. One in which we're able to empower the individual physician to help their patients. And the key to this, the cornerstone, is the digital interface. And what that does, it allows the individual physician to bring information about his patient or soldier to him electronically.
One very important piece that would like to develop is the personal status monitor. This, of course, would allow us to locate the soldier very rapidly and to start a triage and treatment very quickly.
Well, a personnel status monitor consists of a soldier unit and a base unit. The soldier unit is worn by the soldier on some location. It can monitor his physiological signs, such as blood pressure and oxygen saturation. It has a GPS in it that can know where he is in the battlefield, and has a communication unit for transmission and reception of signals back and forth. That information could go to a medic for the purpose of administering first aid rapidly, and could also go to a field commander who can use the information for medical reasons and for other reasons. He can know whether or not they're friend or foe. What the PSM would mean to an individual soldier is being connected.
The other big advantage for us is we'll know much better what's coming in, so you can prepare for it. You know what kind of care has been delivered in the field. What we know very clearly is the more forward you get the care, the more soldiers you're going to save, and that's what we're here to do.
The role of the Mobile Remote Telepresence Surgery System, or MEDFAST, is to bring the expertise of the surgeon to the far forward battlefield.
Well, there are two parts to the telepresence system. One, the console that the surgeon sits at, and the other is the remote work site where the patient is located and where the remote manipulation takes place. The operator looks into that console and sees a three-dimensional image, reaches into that three-dimensional space with an instrument that feels like an ordinary instrument and begins to manipulate. When he does and he touches objects with that remote manipulator, he feels that sensation back in his hands.
As a vascular surgeon, the most exciting thing about the telepresence system to me was how realistic it felt. Even though I was removed from where the surgery was taking place, with three-dimensional viewing, it felt like I was right there.
The MASH is electronically connected to the MEDFAST. From the MASH surgical workstation, the surgeon can operate remotely on the soldier immediately after he's been wounded.
We can, in essence, dissolve time and space. We can bring that physician and that patient, that soldier together without physically needing to have them in the same spot. In the battlefield, what we will do is put a surgeon in every foxhole. The technologies that are demonstrated are riding upon the enabling technologies of the global grid and the information highway.
The global grid, of course, is a communication system worldwide in extent. Part of it's on satellite, part of it is on undersea cable, part of it is on cable laid across country. These are broadband, that is to say they are very, very capable communication conduits over which a lot of information can be passed very, very rapidly.
This technology allows for data exchanges in real time, thereby enabling the power of telemedicine.
Well, we're driven by the doctor's requirements, and he requires 4 basic types of data. He requires a real-time video of the patient, the complete medical history, and to be able to extract that medical history from anywhere around the world, the real-time vital signs of the patient, and then he wants to see the latest X-rays or CAD imagery or MRI imagery of the patient.
The communications within the setup that we have out here today is literally our future. With the increase in communications that we would see out on the battlefield, it would bring us out of the 1950s.
Where I am today in my technology is a plug-in switchboard, old style, with the phone, with the bell rung by a crank, and this jump starts the Army into a highly advanced technology.
We've seen so many ways that the technology out here could impact on training. One of the things that we saw on the telesurgery is that particular device could be used by medical students or by other medical folks learning how to do suturing, for example.
The interesting thing about this technology is that because it is part of the digital age, the information age that we're going through, the training will be embedded in it. Whatever we do in real devices and technology, we can simulate with virtual reality, with SimNet. The Army will train as it fights and fights as it trains.
This advanced technology will have benefits in both the military and civilian sector.
Another exciting aspect is the ability within the United States to use this technology to bring surgical care to underserved areas where you don't have surgeons available.
The beauty of this technology is we are now standing upon the shoulders of technology that ARPA has developed for the past 2 decades. We simply need to transition from the military to the medical arena.
There's development work that's got to go on, but we know it can be done. We're quite confident about it.
As we move and downsize the Army, both in materiel and personnel, I think the advanced technology is the way to go in order to be ready and to make sure that each and every soldier that we send into harm's way gets the best care and treatment.
The soldier of the future deserves medical care of the future. The future is here. The future is now.
Hang on, soldier. I'm right here.
I'm right here at your side.